Why did I do a 7-day water fast? Let's talk about it. Hey health heroes, welcome back to Autoimmune. Today I want to kind of start my little water fast journey, and I want to kind of vlog my way through it. So this is actually day 2. Day 1 was yesterday, and it was real easy, so there really wasn't anything to talk about. It was a little tough getting to sleep last night, but other than that, no real issues at all. Today I wasn't hungry at all. I did prepare for this going in. First I started by, now I do 50 grams of carbs every day, so I am officially keto on the high end. But I wanted to go strict, so I just did 20 grams or less for around 3 days. That was a really good idea. I'm really glad I did that. I wanted to kind of reintroduce the idea of fasting for healing. I need to know how far we can go. I need to kind of push it, right? If I'm not able to do something myself, I'm not going to recommend it to anyone. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Pray for me, because it's going to be a long night. We're back, and it is now day 3. Last night really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to lie awake for hours again, but no, I didn't. It was alright. But I did get very cold. I do hear a lot of people have like heart palpitations and a lot of nausea and dizziness and things like that. Mentally, I don't want to say I've been kind of depressed. Yeah, being a little bit down. I think just chemically your brain misses eating. It's going pretty well so far. I always hear that the 3rd day is the worst, and it probably is going to be. It's going to get tough. It's morning, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll update in the afternoon. This was one of the main things I want to say when I got up this morning. I'm not doing this for weight loss. A lot of people are like, well, how much do you plan to lose? Do you expect to lose a bunch of weight? I don't expect it to be more than 5 pounds. Weight loss is not my goal anymore. It's not my main goal. It's not my main priority. And it's certainly not any priority in this water fast, okay? If I recommend water fasting, it is never going to be for weight loss. It will be for autophagy purposes, helping with loose skin with because of extreme weight loss like I did, or repairing dead cells, recycling old dead cells, damaged cells. That is really critical when you have autoimmune disease. I will get into that eventually in its own video as well. Again, subscribe. I will speak to you guys later. Alright, we're back. It's now the afternoon. I'm glad I waited to do this part of it till now. I wanted to talk about mental preparation. You got to remember why you're doing this. If you don't do that, by day 3, you're probably going to quit. Why am I doing this? I'm starting to forget. When you get to a point health-wise where you're starting to see major improvements, you found remission, you're trying to optimize, and that's really what I'm all about. Diet, exercise, health, lifestyle, living naturally in this unnatural world we live in. I think that's important. So yeah, I'm doing what I can, and yeah, today is kind of starting to get hard a little bit, but I'm remembering what I'm doing this for, and that is helping me to push through. Day 4. Actually, it's the evening. I made it through the day somehow. This is probably the toughest thing I've ever gone through. Last night was the worst night. Falling asleep is really tough when you're really hungry. You gotta have some crazy willpower. You gotta have your mind set on something. You gotta be able to just do it, whether you come across pain or not. Thankfully, the depression lifted. That's great. I'm fine. I'm not gonna call it enlightenment, but I'm certainly feeling like I've ascended now. Physically, yeah, I'm suffering quite a bit. I'm very weak. I'm very tired. I'm so cold. Like, my whole body is just, yeah, I don't know what my temperature is, but it's certainly not average anymore. I think I'm losing weight. I don't care about that either, but I'm certainly feeling it. Now, I've lost 140 pounds, so I know what it feels like to actually lose weight. Like, oh, my body is utilizing its fat stores. I know that feeling, and it's happening at a rapid pace. I know I'm a mess. Who knows where this is going to go, though, tomorrow and the next day or whatever. I'm just mentally pushing through at this point. My stomach hurts. It feels empty, but it feels like someone's just like grabbing me from the inside. If I stand up too quickly, I will get lightheaded and feel like I'm gonna faint, so I'm not doing that. I'm going very slowly. I feel like there's something beyond this, you know. If I can make it through this, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. My mentality is coming back. Not as far as brain power. Obviously, I'm dumb as a rock right now. You can probably tell. Really, what I just wanted to convey was that this is pure suffering. But I'm not new to that at all, you know. My main autoimmune disease is HS, hidradenitis suppurativa. I was stage 3 before I found remission. Alright, guys. Please pray for me. I need the strength. I need the strength. And I'm too scared to pray for strength of my own, because every time I do, God throws me another obstacle. You know what I mean? Talking this much is really wearing me out. So I'm gonna stop now. See you tomorrow. Alright, and we're back, and it's day 5. I hope nobody's worried about me after yesterday. I was not exactly myself, or maybe I was a little bit too much myself. Anyway, I'm feeling much better, mentally, physically, probably as well. I'm still weak, I'm still tired, I kind of just want to sleep all the time, but I guess I'm starting to, I guess my body's acclimating somewhat. I'm not having any other symptoms except weakness at this point. So I guess that's normal. I don't really know. I've never gone this long before, so with just water. So yeah, I'm not supplementing or anything. A lot of people told me I should be supplementing with electrolytes, magnesium, all that other stuff. But you know what? We're doing it the all-natural way. I was hungry last night. I was very hungry, and that's probably because I was watching food channels. I was watching food TV shows. I shouldn't have been, but I like those tournaments, you know. I like food competitions. You know, I think you guys figured out I like to cook a lot, so try to be creative in the kitchens as possible. That helps me with my diet. We're staying strong, so I guess maybe your prayers helped. Obviously, it doesn't make any sense because you're seeing this after the fact, but whatever, doesn't matter, right? See you tomorrow. Merry Christmas, health heroes. I'm alive. I was getting a new symptom though, and that is heartburn. Instead of just sipping on water all day, I've been just like chugging water a few times, and that has led to, I think it's been diluting my stomach acid. I stopped doing that and it's gone completely, so I think that was a good easy fix. So if that happens to you, make sure you just kind of sip on water throughout the day instead of just chugging at certain intervals, but make sure you get enough water, okay, or you're gonna be hurting, trust me. Another thing I want to hit home is I was exercising in the beginning of this. I was just walking, but I would recommend that people don't exercise at all. That's just going to be too much for us to handle. You're going to put too much strain on your body. Let's talk about bathroom time. So I pee like 20 times a day, sure, but the other one, number 2, that hasn't happened in like 3 or 4 days, so that pretty much stops after a while. I don't know, maybe everyone else has different experiences, but yeah, that's been the norm for me. I'm looking forward to doing that again, because that's what humans do. Today's number 6. I've got one more day left after this, and then I'm home free. I'm looking forward to eating again, honestly, because I think without food you don't really create serotonin, and you kind of have to create your own happiness on this. You have to create your own distractions, and I can do that, but it's really not fun, you know. So much easier to be happy with food. I never realized how much food played a role in my just general well-being, contentness, my peace. It really does. I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Okay, it's not day 7. It's actually like, yeah, it's day 9. I didn't really have the strength nor the, I just didn't want to film. I just didn't feel like it. I wasn't feeling great. I just laid on the couch all day 7. You could argue, and I'm sure a lot of people will leave this in the comments, that Adam, you should have, you know, got some electrolytes in. You should have used some apple cider vinegar or some lemon juice. Add some lemon juice to your water, or some salt at least, right? And yeah, that's solid advice. I would agree with that. But I wanted to see if I could do this with just water. It took me about 24 hours to get back to normal, and this is 2 days later, and I'm feeling just fine. I feel perfect, just as good as I was before I started. So let's talk about the weight loss. Well, I lost exactly how much I thought I would, only 5 pounds. And, you know, to some people that'd be great, some people you're like, oh, that's nothing. I don't think it's much at all, and that's because I'm already keto. Could I have gone any longer? Yeah, maybe, but honestly, this was the longest week of my life. Time just crawled by, and it was really awful. You know, you're in your head 24/7 just thinking about food. I don't want to go longer than this. Psychologically, again, not good. I was very depressed the first few days, and that is not me. I'm a very happy person, and I put a lot of value on peacefulness and contentness, and I've worked on that my entire life, and I don't really want to do anything that you know would jeopardize that. I was scared that during the fast, I was really scared that I would lose my peace. I would be this very unhappy person. I would suddenly become depressed afterward. I really did, because you know when you're going through something, it's hard to see what's going to be like on the other side, right? You know, you think, oh, it's always going to be like this. Just being honest, that's how I felt. And I honestly, another fear that I had during this fast was that I was going to all of a sudden start binging when I started eating again, like it was in the before time, before I found remission and all that weight loss. 145 pounds now. By the end of this fast, I ate, and obviously I didn't binge, and I don't feel like binging now. If you plan to go back to eating the way you did, you know, a standard American diet, the way you did before the fast, then seriously, just don't do this. This is not for you. I do recommend the AIP paleo diet plus keto if you can handle it. It's hard to believe just a couple years ago I had sugar problems. I was hypoglycemic. I couldn't go a few hours without eating, and now I can go seven days, which, you know, I don't know. I guess you could say that's a miracle, right? I did see another benefit this week though, and that was a bit of my loose skin was tightening up a little bit, and that's kind of the one main benefit of autophagy that was kind of important to me. I'm not going to show pictures because honestly I'm just insecure, and that's just how it's going to be until I lose more weight, or I don't know. And I don't know about skin surgery. I'll talk about that someday. There's a lot of unknowns, right? This was my 7-day water fast with only water, you know, no supplements or anything else, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. See you next time.